Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to another Warframe Revisited video here on the channel. Now this is the 7th one in the series, so we're getting into the nitty gritty now. In the last one we did the Natar quest, so we now obviously know that the Lotus has an alias of Natar, or should I say, the Lotus is her alias. Her actual name was Natar. She is a sentient, and she is the daughter of a massive king sentient known as Hunhao, who is her father, who we encountered in the Natar quest. Now, next quest that we're going to do, I'm going to head over to the Codex now and we're going to launch it up. Now, this video is actually going to be split in half because this quest is a bit of a longer one, so we're going to split this across 2 days. There will be some other quests as well that are also going to be split over 2 days, such as War Within, Rising Tide, Chains of Harrow, and The Sacrifice. But without further ado, our next quest is the Second Dream. So when we replay this quest now,
the sentient Hunhao has grown strong again, and his thoughts have invaded my own. Worse still, he has enlisted the Stalker to find the reservoir, a weak point of Alteno, a place I hid long ago. I fear the Stalker is on the cusp of finding this place. Do not let this happen.
so that's that. I mean, we did miss the cinematic, so I'm just going to view the cinematic really quickly for you guys to actually see that properly. So normally you'd see this before the Lotus would give you that message, so here you go. So those are all the sentients there surrounding it.
Who destroyed the Orokin? Your way of life. Who do you hunt, Shadow, to cleanse your despair in their blood? Dano! Sever their heads, yet they rise again. Someone has hidden the Tenno essence, their truth, from you. Lotus! I know where she hides the Tenno heart. A womb in the sky, forbidden to my kind. But where you will take me. No. I am Hunhao, sentient destroyer of worlds. By your hand, expose their heart. On my edge. Cleave it beating from its nest.
So very dark, very grim. Very, very dark in fact, actually, I must admit. But, so yeah, that would then lead on to the messages that we had off the Lotus. So, first up, going to Uranus to do the first quest, which is infiltrate the Grineer archives. Should be simple enough. Simple spy mission. Can go and do that, quite simple. So obviously it goes without saying, at this point in time now, I am going to have to just state this. All of these videos as of this point, if you have not gotten to this point in the story, you are going to get spoilers. But with the new war coming in a couple of weeks, now's the time to really get through the story. So that's why I'm making these videos, for people to recap. But also, if you're not quite there yet, or there's something that you've forgotten, then we can go for it.
The Grineer's excavations have disturbed Hunhao's tomb. They've awakened something evil, bent on Tenno destruction. Infiltrate the Grineer systems to find out what they know. It may lead us to the Stalker. The Grineer expedition has uncovered pieces of Hunhao, fragments of his body. For Hunhao, every part of him is connected to his singular mind. Is this how he's invading?
So as for my weapon, I am using the Basmu now. And that is because at this point in the game, I actually had unlocked the Basmu. I can't quite remember how I got it, but I had somehow actually got hold of the blueprint for one, so I can't get through there. It's not open. Or there. Huh. Go around here then. But yeah, so at this point I actually had the Basmu, so I thought, you know what, I might as well use Basmu, and I've changed the colour of my shots, so normally they'd be red, but mine shoots green shots because that's what I wanted, so...
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy
This is going to be difficult. I actually hate this vault as well. This vault is like one of the hardest vaults ever. I actually hate trying to do this one. You've got to be so careful with every move you make. But I don't even know where I go from here. That's the sad part. I think we can get through up here, maybe? We actually made it to the console, but now can we do the extraction?
This data vault has already been raided. The data is damaged, but there could be a message here. I need another data sample to piece it together.
The Tenno Hive has corrupted your precepts. With love, I will destroy them and make you right again.
You will never find them, Hun-Hao.
But I see your mind. I already have found them. You owe me their lives.
So as we heard there, Hun-Hao is in Lotus's mind because of the connection of the sentience. So because of that, he already knows where the Tenno are. He knows all about the second dream, which at this point in time, obviously, we don't know exactly what it is. We've just had it mentioned at the end of the Natar quest, but I actually hate this vault. I don't know how you do this one without triggering an alarm.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete.
We'll be fine though, as long as we can extract the data.
That's what I was looking for. I can decode the rest of the message. This is bizarre. It's for me. I need a moment to contact this person. Get to extraction.
Ah, yeah, so we do actually have help from an external person in this quest. Now, that person, if I remember correctly, I'm not going to say who it is because we're going to see who it is shortly, but the person who actually helps us in this quest was determined by something that us players actually did. Like, it was either like an operation or an online poll or something, but we actually had the control over who helped us in this quest. So you'll see shortly who it is. But personally, I think it was quite a nice little twist who helps us in this mission, so you'll see in a second if you don't already know. But I thought it was quite a nice twist. Sorry about the drink, by the way, as well. Just got a bit of a tickly throat at the moment, so I'm just trying to ease that off. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty good.
Hanhao is listening. I will be discreet. The message you uncovered was an offer to help us. I do not trust the person who wrote it, but we are out of options.
So the next mission that we're going to do is again on Uranus, but this time we've got to find the sentient fragments. So obviously in the first part, Lotus or Natar, whatever you want to call her, she was basically telling us about how Hanhao is using like sentient connections to sort of read inside Lotus's mind. Well, technically, you could probably reverse engineer that if you find pieces of Hanhao. So, if I remember rightly, that's what we're going to go do now. But it's the person who helps us that is the intriguing part. So, you'll see in a second.
Hello, Tenno. Are you surprised? Why? You know I've always had my ear to the kennel. Those dogs don't have a clue what kind of bone they've dug up. But I do. Shall I show you? Don't worry. You can trust me this time.
So as you can see, yeah, Alad V's helping us. As in, yes, Corpus Alad V,
I know.
who normally hates us.
Been slightly, combative. But genocidal invaders from the other system make strange bedfellows, wouldn't you say? The sentient Hanhao, nightmare of the Oracle, boogeyman to the corpus. That thing must have your Lotus in quite a panic for her to be working with the likes of me.
He's not wrong there. The Lotus is very panicked about Hanhao.
So this stalker seems like it's been quite a powerful friend, hasn't it? I wonder what's under that scary, smoky exterior.
That's a fair point. Like, actually, who is the stalker at the end of the day? Like, I'm sure there's this guy that has a serious vendetta against the Tenno, but is he a Tenno himself? Like, it's hard to say. I've heard some theories, so those of you that have done the Chains of Harrow quest, you'll know who I mean when I mention Rel, but, I mean, there are some theories that Rel actually could be the stalker, which I find really, really weird. I don't quite like those theories myself, but arguably there could be some plausibility, some plausibility to them. So this quest actually can be done in a group, except for the very last mission, which does have to be done solo. So if you guys are, if anyone watching has only just reached this quest, then yeah. So you do need to be careful.
You're near the dig site. Of course, I could just tell you where it is, but what fun with that? So keep your eyes peeled. If you have eyes, that is. Yes, getting warmer. That's it. You must smell the
Yeah.
prize. Because I
Out
know
of the
you
water.
can see it. Can you see it? It's right there. Are these the bones you're looking for, Lotus?
Yes, this is it. A fragment of my father, destroyed in the old war. I can use it to see him. I see the stalker stronger, Henhau's voice within him. I see the reservoir, but I feel confusion. He doesn't know unless... Oh no.
Well done.
Thank you, daughter. Fear has baited you to the snare. What was secret is now known. Your Tenno, their touch. I now see the womb of the sky. My shadow now walks the path.
So now Hunhouse after us.
Get out of there, Tenno.
Yep, we need to get out of here.
Yes, hurry, Tenno. But be careful. Last time you got close with the sentients, you wiped out an entire civilization. But you don't remember that, do you?
You see, what Alan's referring to there as well was he's saying about how the Tenno wiped out an entire civilization last time they battled the Sentients. Technically, in the fight against the Sentients, the Tenno did wipe out the Orokin as well. So, yeah, I mean, Alan's not wrong there. We did wipe out an entire civilization. So, I mean, all in all, this quest, I mean, Natar obviously is where the main story really kicked in, but I think this is where we really, really learned a lot of story.
Tell me, Lotus, what is this reservoir? Some hidden Tenno weakness?
Goodbye, Alad. You've earned your favor. We'll take it from here.
Ooh. That's tense,
Don't
Lotus.
think so. I'm here to protect my investment. If that thing manages to destroy the Tenno, then where does my investment
Oh
go?
dear.
Now then, where is he?
So all in all, Alad's not going. Lotus doesn't want him to stay, but Alad isn't going anywhere. So, now, follow the Stalker. We're going to go to Neptune to go and follow the Stalker. So, and this mission is where things start to get very interesting. So, as I say, this quest in general really revealed an awful lot of significant lore for the game. We learned a lot about the sentience. We learned a lot about the old war to an extent. And arguably as well, we also learned quite a bit about the Tenno. But for those of you that haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it. Just carry on watching this video and obviously part 2. But all in all, it is a great quest, this is, for lore. This is where I think I fell in love with Warframe. Because the lore from this point on just is so amazing for a free-to-play game that who wouldn't fall in love with this game?
When you connected to Hunhouse Fragment, Hunhouse saw a path to the reservoir that led through here. He cannot reach it alone. He needs the Stalker to do it for him.
You must be asking, Alid, what's in this for you? It's simple, really. I scratch your metal back, and you scratch mine. All the credits in the system aren't worth half as much as a Tenno owing you a favor.
So, one thing that's been mentioned an awful lot is a womb in the sky, and how the sentients can't go through it. That is obviously the void, but if you guys remember as well from both Stolen Dreams and The New Strange, we heard a voice talking about hushed and empty is the womb of the sky. That was Hunhao's voice. So you guys have heard Hunhao before, even in my videos so far. Up until this point, we've already heard him. Not even counting the Natar quest, because like I say, Stolen Dreams, we use the arcane codices on the Codex machine with Naru, and he goes, all is silent and calm, hushed and empty is the room of the sky. That was Hunhao. And then, again, with the New Strange, which was Cephalon Samaris' quest. So, again, we used the arcane codices there, and we got the same message, and it was Hunhao all along. So that did lead directly into the Natar quest, which obviously now that we're at this point, if you guys didn't know the story and you've only been following through these videos, then now you know how they link together, and why those sort of prerequisites, shall we say, are important to the main storyline.
Pierces the sky. Not will we find the Tenno heart within? These puppets will not stop me. I will attack in many forms.
So this is the first time we actually fight a proper sentient. So as you saw, the Stalker disabled the gate, but
These sentient fighters appear to adapt to damage.
but yeah, Conculists and Battleists, they adapt to damage, but as you can see, we killed that Conculist pretty quickly. And that gave us the key to go back through the gate. And as you can see, the Stalker, the Stalker himself, so yeah, the Stalker himself, he's building void keys so that he can access the void for Hunhao. Which is quite intriguing, really.
See where you've landed. Find a nav console.
So,
Sweet prophet, the moon exists. It was in the void all along. I knew the Lotus was powerful, but this, she erased history. We thought it was destroyed all this time. Huh. My, Lotus, you make a fine villain.
And the reservoir with it. Very clever, Nata. Shadow, your path is clear.
Hunhouse found it. The reservoir, hidden in the void. A place sentience can never reach. We must do everything to keep it there. It's the only way to keep the Tenno's power alive.
Found the reservoir? As unpleasant as our past is, I have to ask. I've seen inside a Tenno, yes, and what I found didn't make sense. Does this reservoir conceal some great deception?
Everything I've done was done to protect them. The void is forbidden to the sentients. It's our only protection against them destroying the Tenno. Do not let Alec distract you from your mission.
Oh, they don't know the truth either, do they? How sweet. The betrayers get what they deserve. Lies from their omnipotent mother.
I have detected a ship leaving the tower. It's the Stalker. He's on his way to the moon. You need to find a way to get off this tower and onto the moon.
those of you playing who haven't reached this point, I'm sure you probably noticed on the start art that Earth's moon was missing. I noticed it myself. And I always questioned it, and my friend who had, like, gone far ahead of me in the story was like, stop questioning it, it's there, it's just you can't see it because it's not important. The moon is very important, as we've just seen. The Lotus literally erased it. Everyone thought the moon was destroyed, but she'd hidden it inside the void all along. Now, that's very important because on the moon is something called the reservoir, as you just heard. The reservoir links very deeply to the Tenno themselves.
It seems to me that this tower is dedicated to masking the moon's location in the void, yes. Why not?
So this Oricon Tower that we're in
Orders can pick them up.
is disguising the moon. It's literally hiding the moon inside the void. So we've now got to disable this void mask so that the moon is now accessible.
That's it, Tenno. Shut down this power grid so that your mouthpiece orders can log onto your location in the void.
So now we're going to access different panels, destroy them in a certain order
Your silence soon.
in order to disable this void mask. So that then, even though the moon will still be in the void, it won't be hidden anymore. So people can will be able to access it.
mask is crumbling.
Operator, how did you get through to me? Don't worry, Lotus is on his way now, preparing for extraction.
The sky will be as it was meant. The shadow returns the moon. The reservoir swells with Tenno blood. The old war finally ends.
Funhouse so dark and creepy. Or at least attempted dark and creepy. But yeah. If we extract now,
Lotus actually remembers the last time I was here. Concern for the operator is at critical levels.
The suspense is killing me. Lotus, you have to tell us your secret. Hey, don't cut me off.
Within the moon lies the reservoir, a secret to your Tenno power. But the secret is dangerous. It drove the Stalker to madness. Forgive my deception. I was only trying to protect you from the same fate. Now, it is time to protect yourselves by ensuring the moon remains within the safety of the void.
so with that in mind, guys, that's where I'm going to end the first video for the second dream. The second part will be up tomorrow, but I hope you guys have found this video informative, enjoyable and fun to watch, and I will see you all tomorrow for the second half.